Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to another weekly episode of health facts and other intriguing things brought to you by me. So this week's topic is all about eating sustainably, and not necessarily sustainable eating like where does your food come from, but more so, are you eating in a way that you can continue to eat for the rest of your life? First things first, why is this important? Why should we care if we are eating in a sustainable manner? And the answer is, don't you want to be healthy and feel your best all the way up until the day that you die? Right? Seems kind of important. Also, probably don't want to live forever on a bunch of different diets, trying one after the other, and then eventually joining the group of yo-yo dieters, which means going from one type of diet to the next. That is not the healthiest trend as far as eating patterns go, so we want to stay away from yo-yo dieting. We want to like what we eat and not have to punish ourselves by eating things we don't enjoy, but know that we have to because someone says we have to. Eating in a sustainable manner comes down to, can you continue to eat the way you're eating right now? If you are tired, cranky, irritable, and crave food like nobody's business, then those are all signs that you are probably not eating sustainably. It means that you are missing something. Your body is not getting what it needs. And I'm being really general here because obviously for each person it depends. What is an example of not eating sustainably? The biggest example that I can think of right now would be like the keto diet. Why is this not sustainable? It's not sustainable because your body needs carbs. Your primary fuel source is from carbohydrates. Why do people go and try keto? Because they start to villainize carbs and they think that by completely eliminating one macronutrient in their diet that they will suddenly start losing weight and feeling better. Because when you start eating low carb, when your body does not receive enough carbs, its primary energy source switches to its secondary energy source, which are the ketones, and gaining energy from fat instead of from carbs. Why would you choose to not have carbs when you could eat delicious foods like pastas and breads and potatoes and all those really delicious whole grains? I don't see why we want to miss out on those delicious and very important foods that are needed for a well-balanced diet. That brings me to my next point. How do you start shifting to a more sustainable diet? Unfortunately, this is a lot easier said than done because it's a lot of mind work. The first thing that we can do to start eating in a more sustainable way is allowing yourself to eat the things that you are craving. Now, let's not go overboard. If your body is craving chocolate all the time, let's try and not eat chocolate all the time, but maybe you are incredibly stressed or there is a stressor in your life that is causing the need to have something sweet or sugary, and we need to dive deeper into what is causing that. Remember, we always want to treat the cause, not just the symptom. The second thing you can do to start eating more sustainably is to think of your relationship with food as a journey. Just like your relationship with exercise is a journey, the same should be applied to food, because you're never going to magically arrive at a point where you suddenly say, I did it, I'm eating exactly the way I want to eat, and now this is it, I've reached the finish line. No, the finish line is when you are dead, and you are not dead yet. So food should be thought of as a journey, and you should enjoy the journey and celebrate the small successes that you have achieved to get to where you are currently, knowing that there is always still room to grow. The third and final strategy I recommend for eating more sustainably is doing something called a body scan, and this is something that I encourage my clients to do. It is performing a check on yourself before you eat or drink anything. Just standing or sitting completely still and thinking about your stomach, thinking about your thirst, thinking about your body. Are you truly hungry or are you stressed? Are you truly thirsty, or do you just need to get up and walk around? It is important to be in tune so that we can learn how to eat intuitively. which can go hand in hand with eating sustainably. All right, folks, that is it for this week. I hope that's cleared up some confusion about eating sustainably. That is one of the 5 pillars of the perfect diet that I mentioned a couple weeks ago. So I will most likely be talking about the next 4 pillars on the next few weeks about how you can be creating and living the perfect diet. So stay tuned. Don't forget, Plant-Faced is available for purchase on my website, as well as a free guide for teachers called Healthy Habits for Busy Teachers. Have an amazing week. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you all next week.